Okay.
Should I take a picture of this class?
Can't hurt.
During discussion.
Yeah. I'm good.
Tom is a big day.
He's not here? What a loser.
He's sick.
Gross. Does he have COVID?
I don't know.
Sarah, I like this sweater. Hi. Julius is here. Don't have Kayla yet. Tom, Madison, Sarah. Oop, wrong thing. Sarah's physically present. Excuse me. Tom, do you have COVID?
No, I feel like garbage.
I mean, it's a symptom. Feeling like.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I'm just waiting on Kayla. I'll give her a minute. I don't think I have. I don't think the computer is right on the time. While we are waiting here, couple. First thing is, if you are interested in student council, you should talk to Miss Sale. I feel like my mic is doing. Okay, weird. Okay. Yeah, talk to Miss Sale about it. Email her, see her. Do you get do I sound normal to you guys? You guys.
What did you say?
Do I sound normal? I know, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why?
You're just doing like a weird back thing. I don't get it. It makes me sound terrible. Luckily, it's discussion day, but more you than me. Here comes Kayla. Bless you. Ugh. It sounds terrible. Right? What's going on? That's me. I did too at first. It's me.
Is everybody?
Tom's currently
Maybe it's hearing like
some feet.
part of
Oh, maybe. I'm gonna mute for a minute and talk and see if it's any better. Oh, actually, that is kind of better. Huh. Weird. Kayla, I was just saying that if any of you guys are interested in doing student council, to talk to Miss Sale, who is next door to me on my left, or email her. I don't really know what all the positions are, but I guess student body president, senior class president, maybe a vice president, treasurer, secretary kind of deal. But I think there have not been very many upperclassmen at this point who have exhibited interest. So if you're interested, you should do it. The other thing is tomorrow, I think I mentioned this already, but I am in a training all day, so I won't be meeting classes on Zoom. For you guys, I'm not really giving you an assignment because you know what you have to do. You know, you've got quizzes due on Thursday and posts due on Monday, so you can work on that stuff. But I'm just going to count everybody present. Y'all are all present every day for the most part, so I'm not worried that you will just be sitting around twiddling your thumbs. But, you know, if you've got everything done and you want to sit around and twiddle your thumbs, I think that's okay. Okay, I'm going to move more closer to you folks. Stay 6 feet away from you. So that we can do our discussion about Trump's prayer breakfast.
We can turn on the lights.
Sure.
What? No.
We were watching, we just finished watching Inside Out in my last class. For not this semester. Maybe next semester. I'm trying to remember. There was like this really horrible movie actually on the syllabus for a couple of years ago. I think that's 102, not 101. It's this like super weird movie about Native Americans, and it just like wasn't very interesting.
You know what movie about like the little Native
You turn them both on?
American man?
The what? Oh, just the pattern of which ones are off and on.
What?
He's like small. He's like a figurine, and he puts him in the cupboard.
Oh, Indian in the cupboard.
Yeah, Indian in the cupboard.
Yes.
Yeah,
I saw that in theaters when I was a kid.
yeah. I like that. I watched that a lot when I was a kid, and I rewatched it. And
Does it hold up?
It's going on half the time. I don't even know.
Is that weird looking dude behind you?
Oh, that's just some lurker. Just some kid lurking around. I don't know.
That's weird. I don't like that.
That's weird. Oh, I gotta get my my questions up here. I had them up earlier.
Does Trent give them to you?
Yeah, in the book that we're supposed to read.
Supposed. Oh, you turned off the lights. By the way.
Are you joking?
Yeah. No.
I thought you did it on purpose. I thought you were trying to get ambient lighting in here. Okay, so the first question is, what are some challenges that Trump talks about in his speech, and how does he say that he intends to address those challenges?
What's the word, religious oppression and closing off the borders.
Did he talk about closing?
That's about
He was like, we need to keep
security
these people
heavier.
out
Oh, okay, yeah.
that are like oppressing our religion.
Yeah. Religious oppression. If you guys couldn't hear, I don't know if you could or not, the Madison said religious oppression, and like while he might not have necessarily said closing the borders, like keeping people out who would try to oppress us. What else? What other challenges did he talk about? I need to get the, I want to look at the text actually.
He talked a lot about just like military and soldiers and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There's seemingly no reason almost, like he doesn't really tie it into what he's talking about, so I don't feel it's like relevant.
Yeah.
but He does talk about that.
He does. Boy, it's taken a long time actually to scroll down to like past all the thanks. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Lots of stuff about soldiers and loyalty and money.
Like, he talks about like, what am I talking about? Yeah, yeah, he talks about like financial situations and stuff, like, yeah, he's like, yeah, these people, like, yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they're like,
Yeah, that's pretty
they're
good, yeah.
people of faith too, and it's like, but like, they don't have as much money as me,
Right.
but like, still like, I need to stop saying, they
I do all the
still,
time.
they still have, I don't know, whatever, they still have faith or whatever he said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking at this one paragraph right here where he's saying that religion, freedom of religion is a sacred right, but it's also under around us, which is kind of what Madison was saying, like the people trying to oppress the freedom of religion. But then like the second part of the question is, what does he intend to do, or like how does he approach this and like try to fix it? And it's kind of like he's directly saying I'm gonna fix this, but he really doesn't say how.
I'll fix it. It's okay, guys.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah, that's
We know
exactly it.
he's not gonna fix the financial situation, so I don't know why he like brought that up. Because like, I'm gonna fix it.
Yeah.
he fix things, and it's like, what are those things?
You have to actually name things in a plan if you're gonna have a plan. Yeah, he says that's what I do. I feel like we're gonna straighten it out. Believe me, when you hear about the tough phone calls I'm having, don't worry about it. Just don't worry about it. We have to be tough. I'm more worried about saying don't worry about it. Yeah, it's the whole like I'm gonna fix it, but then he doesn't really say how, except for like I'm having some tough phone calls. I'm sorry to hear that. And like violence against religion, he talks about that and says it must be stopped and it will be stopped.
And that's where he like brings up the like inflation thing, like we can't let these people
Right.
it won't stop. Not allowed in me.
Honestly, the only thing, as I'm looking at the text, the only thing I necessarily see as like an actual point of action for him is just people speaking out against violence. That's really the only that he suggests that we do, or that like it's all kind of nebulous, I guess. Like his idea how to address or how to fix things.
And even that is just like a mistake. We have to fix that.
Yeah, like where do we start? That's a huge undertaking. Okay, we talked about this a little bit yesterday, but what would you say is the central theme of the speech? Me.
Could you repeat that?
What would you say is the central theme of the speech?
Religious freedom,
Religious freedom, Sarah said.
but also we mentioned yesterday, one nation under God.
Yeah, religious freedom. Ours is the best. Actually, this comedian who, like, I try not to quote, he's a creep, Louis C.K. But he has a funny bit about how like we're a Christian nation, and when he teaches his kids about religion, like all religions are really important and they're all equal, but especially Christian because they won everything ever. And in America really kind of did. Okay. I don't quite know what they mean, but in what ways are the president's remarks especially tailored to his rhetorical situation? So I guess just like, how does the context, how does the audience, how does the situation affect what he's saying? How does he like tailor his speech to the people around him or the time period, and particularly the audience?
He does some just like a breakfast. He's talking extremely casually.
Extremely casual.
It
Yeah, hopefully not. Go ahead, Tom.
it feels like he's trying to kind of word things differently, because his usual, like, I guess, manner of speaking is a lot less professional in that sense. But because he's at something that's just like a national thing, it
Yeah.
feels a lot more tailored to an audience that wouldn't be as receptive to his normal style.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, they really did seem receptive. They gave him so many rounds of applause, even a couple of standing ovations, which I am not going to pretend I understand, but
I mean, when I read over the text again and I kind of like broke it down a little bit more, like I'm trying not to take into account like his person
Mhm.
as a whole and his past, but like I just can't get over it. Like it just seems so manipulative because it's like he phrases things in a way that would cater to that, like his values,
Mhm.
like translated into their life, basically. Like,
Yeah, that's
you
a good
know,
way of
this
putting it.
is, we can't accept violence from other countries coming to this country. Like, he kind of like manipulates it in that kind of way.
Yeah, that's a good point. Like,
Yeah,
sort of
because he's
trying to
like,
tailor it.
don't worry, guys. You know, you can worship whatever God you want. And then he ended his speech with like, okay, guys, you trust God.
Yeah.
Trust the one and only God.
Yeah, if we trust my personal God, then we'll be okay in America. Yeah, it's a little bit contradictory with some of his speech, but
But like, besides taking into account his past and all that stuff, like, I think he just takes what he would want to say at a regular speech and sort of just puts it into there, like just like translates it
yeah,
to for them to be more receptive towards it.
yeah,
Like
I'm-
what Tom said, more respectful, even though it's like still weird.
yeah.
Like, it's not as crazy as some of the
As some of the stuff he said, yeah, he's certainly not like making fun of handicapped people or anything in the speech, so that's not. Huh?
Can you guys turn on your cameras real quick?
wear masks in uniform.
True.
Can you quickly get in uniform? Yeah, can you guys turn on your cameras? If you have special permission to not turn on your camera yet.
Nice.
Should I hold a pen?
Nice PJ pants.
What? What'd you say?
Yeah.
Okay, they're checker patterned, buddy.
Classic.
Should I hold a pen? Because it's so writing.
Yeah, you
Or should
can.
I like open up a book?
Yeah, look really studious.
The cover in it too. Yeah, can't
Nice.
really get the cover in it.
Is that
My
1984?
left hand. It is 1984.
That looks so weird.
It's so weird.
I don't like that at all. I'm deleting it right now.
Is it not kind of?
Just tell me when I can stop.
Oh, we're probably right here.
What?
Put on the audio.
I cannot hear what he's saying. He's mumbling.
Yeah,
Speaking some mumbo jumbo right about now.
It is funny. Yeah,
I
he
don't know.
kind of showed up looking like a stalker in this picture.
Me?
No, he did, like with the camera behind me to take a picture of the computer.
You should like look behind your shoulder, just like completely shocked and scared. Like just pretend that he's an actual stalker.
Just like have you here and me looking like
It's just like barely fluid. Like,
Yeah,
it's, like,
basically.
act like that.
like how do you want me to be? I feel
Okay,
weird.
so, like, look at me, but like look over here, but like kind of like that.
Like literally like this. It's weird.
Oh my god, I keep
This is so
watching
strange.
it. I don't like that at all.
Also, like the more I'm on camera, I'm noticing my ear holes are not even. Like I have little like pulls, like strings on it on my mask. Not even. It's really annoying.
Yeah, I've noticed, like, since being on Zoom and stuff, I've noticed a lot of eye imperfections.
Yeah, 100%. I hate that I can't constantly have it like here. Like, can I please have? Like I know my angles. This is not one of them. Yeah. Can I just hold? Yes, the Zoom flips your camera, so I don't look like my reflection. It's very annoying.
Well, the camera vlog style.
What, Tom?
Hold your camera vlog style. Like
what is
just
that?
and address us like you're starting a vlog. It's just like holding it up, like what you were doing.
Oh,
What's
like-
up, guys?
Welcome to my English class.
What's up, guys? Today we're gonna be doing a room tour. Like just talk like that.
I'm not gonna do that right now, but I did give you a room tour on Instagram one time.
Oh yeah.
They posted Dominic's picture.
I know. But didn't he get his done before you did? Yeah, I don't know if it's been that long.
What did he do?
What do you mean?
He got like a full section outside and everything.
I don't know if it was actually outside.
Yeah, it looked like it.
I think it might have
He
been
was
a.
on like a stone thing
Was he?
with plants.
Oh, my phone's over there.
I
I
didn't even know there was.
I saved it and sent it to other faculty members.
They haven't even posted mine, and I got mine done like 2 months ago.
I know. I never saw yours.
He said my smile was great. What the freak?
I guess they didn't like my photo, so it's fine.
But like I've seen the one that's being used in the yearbook and it's beautiful. I would imagine your other ones are too. And I don't know if like Kayla, Julius, you looked beautiful in this photo. Sometimes they just post them on the stories. Like Dominic's was just posted on the story today. So yours could have been.
Mine was on the story, but it was never posted onto their Instagram.
Well, what? in the-
Dominic's is posted on the Instagram.
So
Well-
I'm really
It looks like a stock photo model in this one.
I'm really mad because I accidentally made a face.
Like it's
They gave you like the 2 and the 1 to hold like the 21, you know?
Yeah.
And I was supposed to hold out like this, and I was trying to like this. And you're like, no, do that face. I'm like, oh Christ. So they had me do that face, and I was really mad.
Oh, God.
I'm sure it is.
I'm logging
I
into
feel like
it.
Dominic is like one of those Amazon models where if you like buy a shirt and then you click like the color red, everything is the same except the shirt changes to the color red.
I love that.
Excellence photography. That's what I'm looking at. Oh my gosh. They posted 3 of Dominic.
What?
Oh, my
No
God.
way.
His outside in the forest one has 15 likes
Oh
already.
my god.
No.
What?
I know.
Serious.
He
Just comment like extremely mean things about Dominic in the comments.
he
Please.
looks
Ugly.
8 feet tall.
He looks so tall in that one.
He does. He looks like he is 8 feet tall in this photo,
Oh
which
my
is weird
God.
'cause he's sitting down.
He's 6 foot 2.
Wow, look at Slender Man right over there.
I just love this one. I'm like, you think he's thinking about Winston Churchill in this
Yeah,
picture?
probably.
Smiling with teeth.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
not
what's his
smiling
name?
at
Who's that kid? Bryce. He messaged me before he got done to be like, what should I expect? What do I do? And he was like, I'm nervous because I don't take good pictures. And like I never smile with teeth. And I was like, well, I can't help you not look dumb, but like you don't have gap teeth, you don't have buck teeth. There's like no reason not to. You have both. You don't have both of those. You don't have. Do you have a gap?
Yeah.
You don't have bug teeth. They're not bug teeth. No. No, they're good.
I hate smiling with my teeth because it makes my eyes squint and I look weird.
That's fair.
But like my
My
photographer asked me to
compliment
smile
just
with my teeth and I said no.
completely
You're like, no, I know my best looks. That's not one of them. But your picture turned out great. So clearly you knew what you're
Thanks,
doing.
I appreciate it. It was so awkward. I feel bad for my photographer.
I remember my senior photos pretty well because they were very weird and the guy taking them was very weird. And he was like, do you have any feelings about sunflowers? I was like, no, not really. He was like, I'm gonna give you some sunflowers. And he like gave me these sunflowers. And then I had another one with like this weird white fur thing on me. I was like, why are we doing this?
Where are these photos, Mr. McClellan? Are you ever going to show them to us?
I do not.
From some
have them.
dark web
My
website.
parents have them, but
We have like 15 pictures of Molly all
I believe you.
We literally can't, like,
Can you just Photoshop me onto Bryce's body if you are
my mom.
a senior photo or yearbook person next year?
Yeah, I could potentially do that.
I have my own room now.
Just Photoshop me onto like Corey's body or something.
Well, like, technically.
Yeah, I would probably whatever. I always have to look at the angle of the head and the body if I'm trying to Photoshop a head onto somebody else's body. So it'll be like, who's turned in the same way that you were turned? Yeah.
I don't know how
Make it look really awful for me, please. Thank you.
I don't know. Like I'm confident it's illegal, but
it is.
gotta
Yeah,
be. It's gotta be
Wait,
illegal
what's illegal?
to Photoshop somebody's head on somebody else's body just because like the pictures are like not my property.
I mean, if it's a stock image, I mean, don't those like free use?
Well, it wasn't stock images. Like
Well, now it's your property.
both
I was
years.
not gonna give it to you.
yeah, like I'm sure that both years I did it, it was probably a case of people who couldn't afford the senior photos. And I was like, well, I don't want you to miss out on it just because you can't afford it. So let's get your picture in there.
It's just
Um,
these photos.
That's also like one of the primary reasons we switched photographers this year because the other one was just too expensive. It cost like $1 million just for a sitting fee. Okay, I think we have one more question, at least. Oh yeah, did we finish talking about this one? Like how he tailored his comments to the particular audience, like the people who may have been listening to this. I am not totally sure what the prayer breakfast is all about. Like I looked it up and
Is it like a Christian thing or is it just all?
it's a political thing.
Oh,
I know, it's so weird that we even still do this. I feel like it would have been a thing to do at the beginning of our country, but like,
What happened?
It feels like he
Is
wrote
It's-
it for like.
exactly.
It feels like he wrote it for poor people. Like if the way he speaks, it sounds like he's like pitying them.
Yeah,
Oh.
Like he's
oh, yeah, I'm friends with.
There was this one specific line he said, and it was like, what? Like it sounded like hoo hoo wah wah, you're poor.
was it when he was like, you certainly don't have as much money as I do?
It was like America, we will succeed as long as our most vulnerable citizens, and we have some that are so vulnerable.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
He
okay.
calls them vulnerable.
we have some that are so poor.
Just super like, you know, like,
Just really like
not even close to the amount
dirt
that I made.
dirt poor. You'll never have as much money as I do. I love this like repeatedly. Why is this like
Like literally every 5
One
seconds.
time,
he goes-
one time he went through,
He went.
what?
He was like,
He was like,
That's
"Stop
wild.
that heads up, stop that heads up," right? drowning that.
Yeah.
Drowning, they were in cages.
They were
Cutting off of the heads.
Cutting off their heads, drowning them in cages. It felt a little inappropriate. What do I know? I'm not a
I feel like
politician.
he turned it back. Like,
Yeah.
Even though it was still wildly inappropriate for the whatever the paragraph. was,
Yeah.
I assume it's like some kind of
I'll look it up.
ooh, happy kumbaya moment. or
Yeah.
something. He's talking about cutting off.
The event, which is actually a series of meetings, luncheons, and dinners. What?
So they just like eat and talk.
Yeah, it's designed to be a forum for the political, social, and business elite to assemble and pray together.
And it should be called like politics
What?
breakfast or something.
That doesn't make any
Prayer
sense.
breakfast.
Yeah,
That's why he took so long to say thank you to all his friends.
It's just time for.
but I guess like we started it, and then other countries do it now.
That's so, like, why did you call that though? And why did they talk about religion if it's just like
They're better than that.
political, you know?
Yeah. Well, I guess. So like some kinds of businesses and stuff have like corporate prayer, which just means like corporate prayer just means like prayer all together, like a bunch of people praying together. It says that it's traced back to prayer groups with business and civic leaders in Seattle in 1953.
Like what kind of prayer?
Yeah, I'm very
I don't
confused
know,
about
hearing
it.
that it's for like rich people, you know, like rich elite people, makes it sound a lot more.
They have like way too
condescending.
much time on their hands, so they're
So
like, let's
it's
take a day out
just
of
like
the year.
straight faced emoji, like what am I? No comment.
Yeah. Huh. Ooh. Says the main event, the Thursday morning prayer breakfast, typically has two special guest speakers, the President of the United States and a guest whose identity is kept confidential until that morning.
Oh,
Ooh.
really? Yes, yeah.
For 2017,
Probably depends.
Barry Black, chaplain of the U.S. Senate. Now, 2016, it was two people, and I don't know this first person, Mark Burnett, or Burnett possibly, but he's a British television producer, and the other one was Roma Downey, who interestingly is the person that Trump thanked in his speech. So I guess she was still there. But did you guys ever hear of the show Touched by an Angel? Oh, well, it was on in the 90s. She played the angel on it. It was like this whole show where like families would be going through a hard time and need help, and then she would appear as an angel.
It's like, is she on his reality show or something?
I don't know.
So that's like two reality TV stars making a gigantic speech or an appearance at a gigantic conference.
Yeah. She's super religious. She's like super Christian. She's an Irish lady. But she like produced the miniseries The Bible for the History Channel and starred in it as Mary, the mother of Jesus. And for 9 seasons, she played Monica, the tender-hearted angel and employee of Tess on the CBS show Touched by an Angel. The difference in who all has talked at this thing, it just is really
Even God.
kind of, yeah, like sometimes it's like a religious figure, like in 1994, which would have been Clinton, Mother Teresa spoke.
Mother Teresa.
Yeah, she's a big deal. Why are you gonna get freaking TV's Touched by an Angel when you could have Mother Teresa?
Exactly. Get the Pope in here.
Get the Pope. Bono spoke in 2006.
Why are you getting these like? What?
Ben Carson's done it twice. That's laughable. Yeah, what in
What
the-
year do you think it will be whenever we get the first YouTuber to do that?
the first what?
The first YouTuber.
I think it'll be like 8 years from now.
Yeah.
It's a future that I don't look forward to.
No, I don't either. They have had
And Julius, you hear me?
Tony Blair. Yeah, Julius can hear you.
What? What you say? I can't hear.
Alright.
I don't know if you could hear him.
Julius, hey, can you hear me, buddy?
Shut up.
What? I was gonna say something funny, but now you're acting kind of mean.
I can't hear you. What did you say?
What?
It's like being with elderly people.
What were you saying?
Sorry?
Huh?
This is awful. Okay, I'm gonna talk about.
Hey, Julius, do you think it would be funny if Call Me Carson was the first person to speak at the National Prayer Convention?
That'd be hilarious. What?
Nice. Okay. All right. Bye.
You guys are so dumb. Okay, this is the last question / thought, or it's supposed to be a short essay, but we're not doing it. Imagine that you were giving an address that would serve to introduce your viewpoints on leadership and dealing with challenges. What would your approach be to challenges for your
Walk
audience?
away.
Walk away.
First of all, what you gotta do is say, God bless.
Clearly.
That's it.
Yeah.
Just keep it-
God bless. God bless
Keep
America.
it short
If you
and
keep it
sweet.
vague, they can't disagree.
Keep
Keep
it
short and
vague.
sweet. No, wait, not God bless.
I wouldn't be there because it's a
All
shower.
higher powers bless.
All higher power. Good vibes bless.
Good vibes bless. Vibes from above.
Vibes from above.
I would recite the Obama speech.
You would just recite the Obama speech. That's a good tactic.
Yeah.
Um,
Or I would like go on about a fable or something that has like a moral at the end of the story, but
yeah.
make the moral completely unrelated to what I'm talking about.
Like, oh no, everyone I'm thinking of has a like pretty universal message. Like slow and steady wins
Yeah.
the race, or do all hard work gets you ahead. What isn't that the Chicken Little where the sky is falling or whatever?
There's a
Isn't there something about, I mean, I don't know if there's a quote, but like, isn't the moral of that story something about,
Oh, it's like if you,
use your common sense.
yeah.
okay,
And there's like a sentence or something in like the beginning. They're like,
yeah.
here's the moral of the story. You if you don't,
Then you won't.
then you won't.
If you don't, then you won't. That's,
I think rethinking that statement, I think I would actually like tell the moral of, or like tell the actual the story, but I would like mess up little details and then like try and go back and remember them, so they're just like really long pauses.
mm-hmm.
So I would forget that it's called the tortoise and the hare. So it'd be like the tortoise and the rabbit. Yeah. Okay. So the rabbit. So they're on like they're on a race, and I would just do that for like 10 minutes.
I think that would be good. That actually, I feel like I've quoted this guy a lot in this class, but one of my fave comedians, James Acaster, he has this whole bit about the fable of the sloth and the goose. And it's just so chaotic. It doesn't mean anything. He talks about how like the sloth lived in a field of wheat and oat, and like, so he's like kind of like what you used to make Cheerios. It was like a Cheerios field. It's so funny.
Is that on YouTube?
Yeah, go ahead.
What?
Is the video on YouTube?
I'm sure it is.
Okay.
Their breakfast thing has got me thinking in the old knocker here.
Uh-huh.
Like, when are we gonna get our first like non-Christian?
I don't know.
Like they've all been like
No.
Jesus.
Yeah. And all
That's, like,
except
kind of what
for,
America's based on. So it's like, how the heck?
yeah. They've almost all been Protestant too. I think JFK maybe was our first and only Catholic president. Hmm?
Okay. But like, when are we gonna get like a Jewish president or a Muslim president?
I don't know.
If it's all really about religious equality, then why is it all just like
I know.
old white men
Other than
that
Barack.
believe in Jesus?
I think that's a very good question, and I hope that we're on our way. I have a lot of like hope in our country, I guess, because of the fact that we've elected a person of color who is also a woman to the vice presidency. I think that's progress, but like I definitely wondered, will we have a female president first, or will we have a gay president first? And I don't know, because like Pete Buttigieg ran, and a lot of people really liked him, but I was just like, speaking as someone who grew up in like a really conservative Christian background, I really think a lot of America, unfortunately, would still be like hesitant to vote for a gay person for president.
I mean, honestly, those kind of people would also not vote for me. So it's just like kind of.
Yeah.
Abraham Lincoln like bisexual or something.
Was he?
I'm pretty sure he was.
Good for him. I don't know. Huh.
Do you think that there will ever be like a Muslim U.S. president?
What'd you say, Tom?
Do you think there will ever be a Muslim U.S. president?
What I said.
That's what Sarah's talking about.
Jeez.
No, I can't hear.
This does say that, well, I don't know who's writing this thing, but it says that Lincoln was plainly bisexual as demonstrated by the 4 children he had with a wife. There was practically no other compelling record of his heterosexuality. There are no girlfriends.
Can't fool this
I know. I'm like, I'm not going to take people at their word about that kind of thing, but I don't know. But Sexuality of Abraham Lincoln has its own page on Wikipedia. Look at that.
Okay.
Wild.
That's a hot topic.
I'm kind of interested in reading about it, but
Yeah.
who's this? Oh, this is the person that supposedly, I guess, is a man that Lincoln lived with, which, like, that's not a big deal. It says they sometimes occupied the same bed, but, like, how do you know?
I mean, like, just because you occupy the same bed as your
I think he's sort of cute.
doesn't mean that you're like,
His
There's
name is
nothing
Josh.
wrong with cuddling with your brother.
Only to music school. Gandhi was too. Wow.
just because you sleep with your gay.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like even now, like
Yeah.
if you go on a trip or something with like groups of people, guys are much more like hesitant and weird about sharing a bed than girls are. Girls like don't care. Like we grow up going to sleepovers and stuff. But like I feel like it's getting better.
I'll sleep on the floor.
Yeah.
Floor is nice sometimes.
Sometimes the floor is nice.
It is.
Sometimes the floor is
Especially when
nice.
your sleeping partner is like really uncomfortable. Like, it's just,
Or like
why do you
toss
put
and
them
turn a
in such,
lot.
like, body heat?
I don't know.
Like, stop.
I don't know. Okay, any other thoughts about this speech overall? We've got 10 minutes left. Any,
It's forgettable.
Tom, sorry, you're so hard to hear today.
It is really forgettable.
I would agree with that.
Period.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now that I think about it, I forget what the heck it's about.
I mean, honestly, kind of. I feel like the lack of organization, and we kind of talked about that yesterday. That's one reason that it's so forgettable. There are probably a lot of reasons,
Yeah,
but
it's just too old.
it's just, yeah, it's all over the place. It's very, he just like jumps around from topic to topic without really transitioning between any of them. It's really hard to understand what he's trying to get across.
I think I mastered it. I did it.
You remind me, I remember during.
Is it 1,
It's like
Three.
1,
3?
okay.
Oh. 1, okay. Yeah. Okay.
But the hand is like, you know, like,
Huh. Huh.
like the hand kind of just, it's all on the wrist.
It's all on the wrist. Okay.
I remember I was watching.
It's very hard to
during
do.
the election. I can't remember whose speech it was, but they had the, the ASL translator.
Mhm.
She was doing fake sign language.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, look.
You
You
do
fake
it so
sign language, and my
aggressively.
dad was like, again?
Just
I know she's like, she's going like, she
making stuff up.
laughing. I was like, look.
That's hilarious. All right. Any final thoughts from you folks?
Yeah, people.
You folks?
Absolutely not.
No. Okay. Well, in that case, I'm going to let you go. I'll email you to remind you not to Zoom tomorrow, but I'll see you guys on Thursday.
Adios.